Humility talking.
No, like I'm really serious now. It takes
Oh,
it's a big deal to just call people that you want to gather them and have them anchor something with you is a really big deal for me. And I really want to appreciate you so much. Thank you for being on this show with me. What we are going to be talking about today is quite interesting. We are going to be looking at the youth out there and the way we handle our hustle with our relationships. And when I mean relationships, I don't mean the girlfriend and the boyfriend. I mean relating with other people around us. A lot of us have been so consumed with this hustle of a thing that we don't care about any other thing but the hustle. And we really check on each other. We really check on what's going on with each other. We don't call each other, probably like in the days of schools when we just see each other frequently and get to talk about a lot of issues. But to most people, I'm not sure it's like that anymore. And I think it's something worth talking about. That why do you think a lot of people are so consumed with also that they don't even know that they are supposed to, part of the also should be getting along with, should I say, their old friends or their friends? People don't tend to understand again that we still need each other as much as we need this money. I still need you, you still need me. We still need to get in touch with each other. And that's going to be our base of conversation today. So we'll be sharing our experiences personally. I think we should start that way. Tibilo, what will be your own experience since when you left school or probably a community? Were you able to keep up with your guys?
I'm not even going to lie, right? When I left school, I've not really been in touch with a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people. I mean people that we stayed in the same hostel in school, attended the same fellowship. I mean, I've lost contact. I've lost the contact of some people. I'm not even going to lie, but I think what matters is balance, right? I'm not. You know how it is that some people will say maybe you're not in contact with some people for a while, and then they later come and say you just forgot me. I don't think I've really had issues like that with people that were in my space when I was in school, because I think everybody understands that this mode that we are in, like, satellite everywhere. Everybody's trying to hustle. So if somebody does not reach out to you, it's not because they don't like you, it's not because they hate you, just because of the situations of things at hand. So, but really, I'm not going to deny the fact that this also has affected my relationship with people. I mean, people that we could not even do without seeing each other in a day. Like when we were in school, I stayed in a type of hostel where we used to do things together, right? Mm-hmm. In fact, my room, we used to call my room like the kitchen. There was one room that we used to call like the common room. But it's funny how these people right now, we're no longer in contact that much. Only sometimes when events brings us together, or maybe I put something on my status and somebody sees it and just replies, and that's like the end of the conversation. So this also thing, we should never see. I don't think we can overstate the fact that this also thing has really affected our relationship with people. So yeah, that's what it is for me at this time.
Deborah, did it also affect your relationship with people?
Yes, I would say yes to some extent. Yes, to some extent, and to some other extent, life just happened. Everybody's just focusing on how to like establish themselves, how to make ends meet, how to like, I don't know, because you wake up every day, you want to make meaning out of your life. Everybody wants to feel belong, wants to know that, okay, the life we are living, it's something of what, like everybody just wants to get a hold of one thing or the other in this terrain. So putting it everywhere and be saying, like what Tibelo said, that, oh, you didn't check up. When people say that, I'll be like, why can't you just check up on me too? Like, you might say, there's one phrase, when you ask them, are you there? And say, now where you leave me now, there. Everybody use that phrase, I'll be like, really, where I live in, and you there. Mm-hmm. Like, so, well, there are a lot of factors to this in that way. It's not as if we don't want to cherish friendship. Then when my uncle or my mom, when they talk about their friends, like how their friendship system was those days, that you see them, they have friends, they cherish it. But I would say for a fact that then because of the advent of social media and technology and everything, you just still live in your community. You grow up and die in your community. So it's just only few, the elites that could travel abroad to school and go. But now that we have the whole world in our hands, with our phone or any device. So you meet people today, you meet people tomorrow, you meet people on Instagram, keeping up with all these people said another thing. You cannot really keep up like you. Aside from the else, because when you're in business, no matter the field you are, you definitely meet people in your field and you want to connect to that community because that is what you do. You want to stay there, meaning that you have to invest time in those kind of friendship because it's like helping your career, you're in your community. So some of our friends are in school that don't study social work or what I study and all of that. I'm sure they are. So that time you have to say, okay, let me come back and chill with my friend and all. But well, thank God for WhatsApp. You can follow up through status, you can follow up through chat and just drop. But then I don't think if that's person to person, one-on-one, break together, eat, sleep over, I think the older we get, it just looks so difficult.
I actually have a burden about this conversation because it's something that crossed to my mind once in a while, and whenever it comes to my mind, it really hits me a lot. I want to say personally the reason why a lot of people are feeling so depressed, even to the point of suicide, is because of this teen friendship. I think we are, according to research and according to some of the things I've read, it is said that we are social beings, and when we are burdened, when you have ideas, when you want to really talk, it's really hard these days to find someone to talk to. I think that's why it's even for even some people to fall in the hands of bad guys that will just play with their emotion and just run some things with them and just follow, because they really feel anybody that is at hand is the person that is available, is just the person they will pour their hearts to. And I think is damaging the society in a way, because we are social beings. I don't know what we are supposed to do. I actually don't have a solution per se, but I think what do you think we can do about such thing? It is that, okay, let me just I didn't do what I did, what I'm about to say. I didn't do it because of this conversation, but recently, in the last 3 or 4 weeks now, I've been doing a to-do list per day. And one of the things I write in my to-do list is reach out to a long-time friend. Every day, I write it in my to-do list, reach out to a long-time friend, because since I got that insight that really some people really need to talk, a lot of people are not okay. I think psychologically, a lot of people are not very healthy. So I wrote it down, but I should tell you the truth, I hardly do it. It's just, I just get consumed into what I'm doing. Before the day runs out, I'll be like, oh, it's 10 p.m. Will I be chatting enough time friend by 10 p.m.? I say, hi, how are you doing? Say, you don't think that, is this guy okay? 10 p.m. Because it can be so strange. It can really be so strange. So what would Tibelo suggest we really do, or what are you planning on doing anything concerning it at all?
That's a very big question. Am I planning on doing anything concerning it?
Do you really see it as a problem?
See, sometimes
do you see it as a problem?
I do. In fact, in recent times, I just completed a digital marketing training, and it lasted for like 3 months. And for that 3 months, hey God, even my closest friend, before I started the training, we used to talk like almost every day. Then, because I got to do the training and it was very hectic and all of that, we stopped talking that much. Do you understand? And then she even told me, you have left you. When you are done, you will come back. Do you understand? So it's not like I did not see it as a problem. It's just that sometimes I'm like, in my mind, I say I should actually reach out to this girl. I should call this girl. But then it just happens that something just takes over. I don't know if there's a way we can control that, but I feel like there are things that are beyond our control. I feel like there's a lot going on in the world right now that really beyond our control. But I feel like for you to actually cop something like that, you have to be really intentional about it. And it's more like, it's just the same way I tell people that for somebody that has sleep problem, there are some people that say, I find it hard to sleep because I have work to do. You know that it's actually discipline for you to decide to rest. You can actually discipline yourself to say, this is the time I want to use to rest, and there is nothing that is going to change that. There was a time my brother used to work, he used to work into the weekends. Then he disciplined himself that when he gets to the weekend, there are some calls he does not take. and he has told them, by the weekend, you can't message me by this time. So I feel like in as much as we are trying to say that, oh, we need to do this thing, and we're humans, some things will set in, work will come in. If we can discipline ourselves, the same way we discipline ourselves to work, we can also discipline ourselves to reach out. Put in the same energy. Tell yourself that today I'm going to call my friend. Today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to talk to this person. Today I'm going to reach out to that person. And you're really intentional about it. It's just like you're fasting. It's just like you're going through something that's hard. But if that relationship is very important to you, just like the way your career is important to you, if that relationship is important to you, I feel like you will do something about it.
I was going to mention something around that. Probably we don't see the advantage. We don't see a value add to our life. That's why we are not giving a lot to it. I think naturally as human beings, if we commit to something that had value to our life, or we commit to something we receive pleasure for.
Yeah.
So probably Deborah is a social worker. Do you think there's a way we can attach value or pleasure to reaching out to people, especially people that really needs our help?
Okay. Well, I think I have to be as frank and blunt as possible, yeah. And I have to start for that. Yes, it's a burden. Yes. The world is on a fast lane now, and it's very easy to be left behind in one way or the other if you are not in tune with or in the frequency with how fast the world is going. So yes, but this is where I'll come now. I have to say the honest truth that you can't actually be there for everybody. That's the honest truth. And in as much as you want to reach out to anybody, any people, at the end of the day, you realize that it's actually those in your circle, those that they are running the same vision. They might not be in necessarily the same field. They might not be a digital marketer or be a podcaster. But you see that when it comes to change, they are not resistant to change. They know the rate at which the world is going so fast, the technology advancement, AI and everything. Like they know this and they are placing themselves to. So they encourage you to level up, and you encourage them to level up. But tell me, those that are resistant to this change, those that are still in oblivion, saying that no, we want to, there are some friends that they just want to be down. How do you want to check up on them, make them okay, and bring them up and tell you cannot help everybody? That's the sad truth. Because at the end of the day, you'll be drained. The energy you're supposed to use to add to your career or make your life better and level up, you just see that you've invested it on them, trying to talk them out. The truth is, you cannot talk a person that is not ready to level up.
Yeah.
And this communication, and you said something, you said there's a friend of yours that you wanted to chat or reach out to at night, and you're like, hey, this is an old friend. The reason why you felt that way is because you don't have a constant rapport. Or if it's me, I can enter my DM, they were up for a call, and straight to just start talking, because we are in different fields, but we've created that. That's the thing. I feel what I will say is a solution is know those that are in your circle, know those ones that are adding value to you and you're adding value to them, and invest in them. You necessarily don't need to invest in everybody. It can be like, oh, I have 5 friends and they are good friends. They might be in different fields. Maybe 2 is in my own field, tech and IT and all of that. Maybe the others are in accounting and all, but they're open to change. They're open-minded. They're ready to make their lives good, and we are challenging each other. Then we can check up on each other. Then we can check up on each other emotional state. Then we can check up on how you did. Hope you don't feel disappointed by that rejection. We can show up for them. But if you say you want to show up for everybody you come across in your life, I don't know how.
Yeah. I actually want to add something to that.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so like you said, it's easier to actually check up on people that you know what is going on with them. For instance, it's easier for me to check up on somebody that I actually know is in the same field as me, or is in the same space, or I have constant contact with, because I know that, okay, there are certain questions I can ask. I can ask intentional questions like, how far? Oh, you said you were going to apply for a job yesterday. How did it go? Or like somebody that I've not spoken to in 7 years. No, not even 7 years, 3 years. And then I just reach out and I'm like, how are you? It will most likely be just fine, because they don't know why you're calling them. It's just like, I'm fine. And that's what it's going to be. Simon, you say you have been calling people. Tell us now. Don't just tell me. All the people, how many of them have actually
He
opened up
said
to you?
one. He said it now. He said he said it was already 10 o'clock. Like, hey, if I call this person, say this person will not
Exactly.
feel
How
like
many
this
of
person
them
will
have
not feel like
actually
this.
opened up to you? Say, hey, Timon, come and see what happened to me last week. Somebody you've not spoken to in like a year or two. Do you understand? So I feel like it's easier to actually check up on people that are still closer, that your space, than people that you've not spoken to in a very long time. So I actually believe everything the bro has said. It's like very true. So I can easily call somebody that I'm still in constant contact with and be like, okay, how far? What's going on? So see, if somebody calls me, somebody I've not spoken to in a very long time calls me, my response will most likely be fine. How are you? Fine. I'm well. Fine.
As
That's most likely
like, what are you
and that's where the
expecting?
conversation will end. And that is we're all going to move on with our lives. Do you understand? But it's not to say once in a while when you remember somebody, not to check up on them. But I'm just saying, like she said, I'm just buttressing the fact that you really cannot reach out to everybody. You cannot be there for everybody. So that it doesn't get to a point where when you don't reach out to people, you start feeling guilty. I'm like, oh, I'm not reaching out to this person in a year, and you're feeling guilty. Like she said, to drain you because now you're not trying to please everybody. It's not possible. Like people will say, you're not Jesus Christ. You can't please everybody. So it's just the truth. So yeah.
And I think one of the things we should learn as human beings is when we are reaching out to long-time friend, like Deborah said earlier, we shouldn't start from the point of attacking. I think I didn't know that, of course, before, but recently I started reading up on different stuffs and I saw that and I was like, really, I even thought of it. It's not even fair. How will I enter someone's DM and say, you have forgotten about me?
Like
It
now,
doesn't
wow.
make sense. Like, am I their purpose? Or am I the cause? Am I the reason why Jesus sent them to earth? No,
Exactly.
I think it's really bad. I think the more that you people really check up, even when you want to check up, I think that's not even check up, that's just accusation. You are not checking up on that person.
No, I feel
No.
like for you to come at me and say, now wow, it's been like this, you never check up on me. You know that you've also not checked up on me. So you want to use that as a, I don't know if there's anybody that you're about to say, what was the like, because I did not catch you first, let me just quickly use this one. So they know that they've not been checking up on you.
So that you will not accuse me.
Exactly, let me quickly accuse this person so that the person will not accuse me first. Do you understand? So I feel like because they know that they've also not been checking up, is why they just use that one to, I think, reverse psychology. Something like reverse psychology. Let me just do this thing. And sometimes when you come at me and say, you've not been checking up on me, I'll say, do you lost my number? What means you call me? That's simple. So yes.
And I think you guys are asking about when I call my friends. I think I don't have a friend I've called in the last 2-3 years. I think that person is not a friend anymore then. But I have guys that I've reached out to like in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, probably max 3 months. Whenever we talk, most times I like initiating calls with my old-time friends, my friends that we have spoken for a long time. So when we have quality time when we have conversations. That's one of the things I know. I can call. I've not spoken with Deborah on a long call in the last probably 1 month or 2 months. If I pick my call, I call Deborah. We only talk in the midnight. If I pick my call, I call Deborah. We can talk for an hour, and it's not going to be
More
for
than.
me, and it's actually going to be a valuable call. Actually, of course, I know what she carries, so I always call with that point of I want to squeeze this game. I get.
Now I know.
I want to get free consultation, free of charge. I squeeze everything. And even when I call my guys, my guys open up actually, probably because we are guys actually. We literally talk. Okay, the ones that are processing something, a job outside the country, the job they don't like the job. We just probably because like you said, I think it was Deborah that mentioned it, or Tibo, probably because we are in the same space, as in the same reasoning level. So when we converse really, we have quality time that even if we don't talk for another 3 weeks, I still know that I have a friend that even if I can't call him half, I need this thing, I'll be like, so you knock on no. But so I think people should, quality time to matters. I think it's not just about checking up on people every week or every 2 weeks that Alpha, hope you are fine. Of course, they will say I'm fine. But I think, I don't know if I have the skill. I don't know if it's the skill, but I think when I have conversation with my friends that we've spoken for a long while, Thank God for WhatsApp. We don't need to bond credit. It's data we are burning. So I think I don't
Yeah.
even come with the intention of hi, how fun, how is everything? I think one of the strategy I've learned about life in conversation is people open up when you open up. I have, is it something I've studied or something that I've experimented? It's
It
not that
has
I'm
even
just
been proven over time.
Yeah.
oh, okay, of course. So it's not
Yeah.
that I'm opening everything, like opening hole. I'm trying to
They're
be
just using it as an icebreaker
exactly.
to
I'm
make
trying to
them.
set up a podcast. I'm trying to set up a studio, and I've been talking to this. Imagine, see, I didn't even know that I can do it. See, so what do you think? Oh, I think you should like me. So they will say, I think you should do this. So like me, when I wanted to do so when you wanted to do that, that's how the conversation just keep going. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just see that everybody is opening up. And I think when people get to open up when they are comfortable, when they are comfortable, really, I think I've learned that too. I'm not a very great conversation analyst, but to
Sure.
some extent I'm learning, and I'm learning from Deborah, and I'm trying to push all those things into motion. So if if you are going to have a conclusion, because
Okay.
we don't
Thank
want
you.
this to be so long, what will be your own conclusion to young guys out there in balancing their hustle and relationship, because it's something that is really important.
Earlier, value. It depends on the value that you place on the relationship. If you believe that that relationship is really important, I believe that you put effort into making it work, right? It's just like I said earlier, you're working for a boss, and you know that if you don't work or if you don't contact your boss to ask him some questions on the task that he has given you, you will not get paid or you do the wrong thing. Because of the value you understand that you're getting from this, you have to talk to your boss almost every day. Do you understand? So
Mhm.
the reason why we contact people is because we want to ask them for something or we want to get certain information. And that's because we know that we're getting value from there. So if you maybe sit down and evaluate your relationship with somebody and understand why you really need to be in contact with that person, it would inform your decisions moving forward. And this is even me talking to myself because I know that I'm not even God, I know that I can be terrible sometimes. I feel like some of my friends will watch this video and be like, you, Tivelo, you.
Like,
But I know that at this, like now that I'm even thinking about it, I feel like, yeah, it's important that we actually be in contact because at some Yoruba girls, I will use the one that says, oh, my Yoruba. This money that we are chasing at the
What
end of
is
the day,
irony?
let's
There's a new song
we
that says,
actually notice, see that when our parents
I said there's a new song that says irony.
no, don't be wrong. When you notice that even our parents, it gets to a time where at some point they are going out there, they want to take care of their family, they want to make money. But when they start getting old, you see that they are now more family oriented. Now they want to spend more time with the family. They want you to bring your grandkids to their house. Their grandkids to the house. They want you to bring your because now they understand the value of relationship. And that's why I
yeah.
think I read something on Twitter one time when this lady was talking about how when they were younger, their dad was not around.
Yeah.
When he's around, he's usually very strict and everything. So the man now is old and now wants that relationship with them. But because he did not build a relationship with them when they were
That's
younger, now we cannot have it anymore. So I feel like, and why did that happen? I feel like it's because he did not place value on the relationship with his kids. He was more concerned about money. So if we could balance it, yes, money is important. You have to survive in this life. You understand? Also, it's important. You have to survive. That is quite understandable. But you have to find balance. You do not have to lose yourself. In fact, when you start chasing money, at some point you lose yourself in the process of it, and you even find out that if you think okay, when you see 100,000, you'll be satisfied. By the time you see 100,000, my dear, you want 200,000. You say when you get 100,000, you'll be satisfied. So it is insatiable. So do not lose this important thing because in fact these relationships are even important to make the money. That's how funny it is. You cannot understate the place of relationship in growth. You cannot understate the place of relationship in doing a whole lot of things. You can't just burn bridges. It's not possible. You work for this person and you say, because I no longer work for that person, I don't want to talk to that person anymore. It's bad that you burn bridges because one day will come, you will need an information about something. You will need to get you will need something, you will need to talk to somebody, and the only way you can do that is if you reach out to somebody that's been in your space before, somebody that you've been in contact with. So I feel like it's very bad to burn bridges. So place values on your relationship. Place value on all your relationships, family-wise, friendship, not even romantic relationships. Now, even your romantic relationships, we've seen people come in online say they have issues with their partner because of contact issues. When you place value on your relationship, I believe that you will do better. Or when you sit down to evaluate why is this person even my friend? Do you understand? When you sit down to evaluate why you're friends with this person, it will inform your actions moving forward. I swear, this is me talking to myself. I'm not even going to lie. This is me talking to myself. So yes, I'm trying to tell everybody that needs to watch this video. I am not a saint. So in case if people start dragging me in the comment section, I'll be like, no, it should not be coming from you. I know that I am not a saint. So yes, please. So I believe that moving forward, this is even me taking a pledge on camera, that moving forward, I will do better in terms of reaching out to my friends and reaching out to people around me. Thank you.
That was straight from your heart. I felt that.
Very in depth.
I felt that. Really, we really need to place value on relationship. Really, and really, if we start seeing advantages, or how important that is. Someone tweeted that in the next generation, in the next 5 years, 10 years, the people that will become governors, senators, will be our age mates. So will any of your friends, will you have connect with any of them? Are you building relationship that will place you in that, should I say in that circle where you can say, that's the governor, I have the governor now, and you can call him, hello governor, I was interviewing someone, he was saying that a lot of people say they know me, but Ogbeni know them. That are you consciously building that relationship? So Deborah, what would be your own last deep take on balancing the hustle?
What's deep take? Okay. Yeah. Well, Tibelo have said one, like Tibelo have said a lot, and what I think is place value, because the reason why we chase money and chase this also is because we place value on it. But well, I'll share some of the lessons I use to guide my life, because really I'm not like that smart. I'm not like that good, but just your principle. Everybody needs principle. Even the way the world is operating, and there are laws and principle, law of gravity, law of laws, and all of that. So I feel even as human, we need those laws. And one of it is valuing people. Yes, we need to value people. And another one that I use for myself, and it has worked so well, is be at peace with everybody. We have 24 hours. It doesn't mean it's everybody in your life you talk to, but be at peace with everybody. If your old friend have a thought, think about you now. Let me say a thought of me come across my old friend mine now. I'm sort of like, that nice girl, but she can talk, comment again. I mean, I've not forgotten what time, like when did I do that or when, but they'll be like, when somebody think of you, when your thoughts cross their mind, is it negative or positive? Even when you are leaving a company, like people just fight and leave a company. I used to tell them that if you want to leave a place or you are stepping to a new phase of your life, the former phase you are is not like a bad phase, but try to live in peace. So that tomorrow you see that boss on social media, you see that colleague on social media, you can still talk and say, hey, my G, how far, normal, like you can still rapport with them because you left in peace. Truthfully, it's not everybody you can reach out to, but whenever those that come in contact with you, if your thoughts cross their mind right now, will it be of good or bad? So we have to be very intentional about leaving people at peace. Like, no matter the quarrel or everything, let's make sure we settle it before you can leave them and say, okay, I want to move on with my life. But make sure that you settled with the past and then you move on your life. So that next 5 years, even though they become governor or become anything, or we ourselves will become something. If you see yourself, you still talk like the same way you talk the old way, I know. So the next one is human capital. Money is not just only, when they say money is not just only the element to riches and wealth. Yes, we have landed property. Money is just like a legal tender. Human capital too is key. Human capital. Let's treat people with dignity. Yes. If you can say, I owe nobody nothing, let that mentality be wiped away. Like, I owe you something, which is to respect you, to dignify you as a person that you are. I owe you that. I don't need to know you. You can be a stranger. It can be like, maybe I'm walking into an eatery or a restaurant and it's the security person that's opening that door for me. I owe him the respect, and I owe him the why? Because he's human, he's not a dog. Why would I treat him like an animal? Let's know how to treat people very well. We owe people respect, and we owe people to dignify them because they are human beings. This little thing, even though you're not checking up on people, making people feel okay, after every contact with you is something they will not forget in their life. And check it out. People that they might be like, this one that hurt me how many years ago. People for anything that has to do with emotion, which is hot and making people feel good, people don't forget it. And it's something, like I said earlier, you cannot check up on everybody. But if you make it as your normal character that, okay, I respect people. Okay, I dignify people. Okay, if I'm leaving a phase of my life to other phases, the people that I'm leaving behind, which is not a bad thing because everybody is running their race. I have to live in peace. Like, I definitely have to live in peace. Settle all scores, settle all malice. Try to recover everything so that when you live in peace. And when you see yourself tomorrow, you can still shake, hug, and catch up. So it's just basic little things that really matter. So that when you can even enter their DM and say, hello, I can enter DM of my previous bosses that I've worked with. If I see their status, I'll be like, mommy. No, just hail them, not because of anything, but I'm not begging you for money, but I hail them. And so it's just supposed to have that positive frame, it gives this positive vibration. Your energy is just good and they'll want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around people that have negative energy and negative vibes.
Yeah.
Trust me. Even somebody that has the negative vibes will not want to be around someone
that has negative vibes.
Trust me. I think that little way, don't make it later. The time that memory was good. The world is running fast. They are meeting people. Yeah, look at Timothy now. Timothy is just meeting everywhere. But yeah, we just need to. Those are the principle I use. I try as much as possible. Even though yes, people can be annoying. You want to break bottle, calm down. Peace. Calm down. This is a human being. This is not a dog. Calm down. Respect. By the end of the day, you see that they'll realize that it's the reality will just dawn on them that, I'm not supposed to act this way, and we need to settle scores and all of that. I don't think about too much, but that's what I use for my life. And God has helped me so far. You meet people that are squishy on their edge. You meet people that is normal. You people that are not even motivated, that are not even ambitious, but then let people be people.
Yeah.
Just let people be people. And the best way you can. Respect, dignify, value. Human beings are capital. The new currency now is people. If you have people, you have money. Your money is in their pocket. Human beings are capital. Value them like the way Tigolo say. Value people. What else? That's my take. Thank you.
I also want to add. I want to add something to what you said.
Currently, I'm feeling like an audience currently. An audience that is absorbing from you guys.
What do you say?
My pastor will say nobody is self-made. Nobody, and I mean nobody is self-made. And if you say you are self-made, you need to ask yourself, who taught you how to spell the word self? Somebody taught you how to read ABC. Somebody taught you how to spell that word that I'm self-made. Like nobody was there for me. I didn't talk about myself. Somebody taught you how to do it. Somebody taught you how to spell the word self. So you really cannot navigate through life on your own. The point of life is even that the reason why you're here is for a man, is for another man, right? So you really cannot navigate through life. It is not possible. Like you say, I'm self-made. I just want to be great in this world, though. I just want to be doing my things on my own. I'm not saying anybody. Them just be left alone. It's not possible. It is not. It is really not possible. You want to be doing your things on your own, but you have to step out to get what you eat. That person that you are buying something from is the human being. Do you understand? So nobody, no matter who you are, nobody, no matter how much effort you say you put into your work, it is not possible that you're self-made. If you say you're self-made, somebody taught you how to spell the word self. So yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. That's stupid. You got the gist.
I got the gist. Really, it was such an awesome moment and time with you guys. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you for giving out your time to bless us, because I'm part of the people that was blessed.
No.
Nah,
I was part of the